Hey y'all, this is Riley Sasser with Down South Supernatural. We're back at the old farmland for some more communication. Today we got the EM pump giving some energy to the spirits that may be present, enough energy to communicate with me, and so far it is paying off. The polterpod is going absolutely insane, along with the PMB unit over here on the ground. I didn't have nowhere to really set it on anything beside me where I could see it, so I set it on the ground, and it seems to be going pretty insane. The paranormal activity is hot, along with the communication that we're getting through the polterpod. Can I communicate with the spirit who I was just communicating with? It just said hi. Can you repeat yourself? You know what I want. You know I'm over here just to communicate with you. I invite you to continue making that device go off beside me, as well as communicating with me through this device. I missed that. And that's still going off down there. Seems like the EM pump's helping us out a lot today. This is the first time I've used it on a solo investigation. There's the there's the PMB. Nuts. Let's see if I can. Oh goodness. Sorry y'all, I had to make an adjustment to it. Probably would help if I picked the antenna up on it some. There goes the EM pump like crazy. We are getting a bunch of communication. I guess bringing the EM pump was a good idea today. As well as that is going off insane. There it is again. What did you do? Can I have your name? May I know your name and if you worked on this land? And if so, how long were you an employee of this land and the company that was here? Sounded like I just got the number 4. It got caught up. There it goes. What was that? Can you repeat yourself once again? That ain't that daggone that P and B is going insane beside me. It's still going crazy down there. Can you tell me who your boss was? Alright, we're getting more interactive. The punk's really putting off for us today. Got plenty of communication coming through as well. Did is I would like to ask you a question. Is the spirit present of the man who died or who passed while he was working on a combine? I understand you got caught up in the actual front of the combine, trying to pull something out of the front of it, and it ran over you. I'm sorry for that. I know that was a very tragic experience. I'm sure. I think that's pretty interesting. I talk about the I talk about that one incident, and that thing starts going insane, and the polterpod just told me it is okay. That's pretty crazy. I'd say that's good validated evidence that he has accepted his fate and moved on. I hope you are happy in the afterlife now. Uh, Hold on. Let me speed it up. That polterpot or that P&B is just going insane. Is it a possibility to learn the name of the victim of the Combine incident? Can you tell me your name? The man who was killed or who was unalived by the Combine when he was trying to fix it? I just heard Charlie. I understand that I just heard the name Charlie. Is that in fact the name of the man who was unalived by the Combine incident? Then I just heard the word what? come through, and it got caught up on station. Sounded like it just said something about gotten. I still invite you to interact with this device on the ground beside me. Use this energy I'm giving you down here to communicate with me. Oh my goodness, on command. Can that same spirit who is interacting with the device on the ground use this energy that I'm giving you with this AM pump to communicate with me more through this polterpod device? Oh, wow. This thing just said something about crops. Can I know what you just said about a crops? Crops? Was that the crops that you were? Wow, it would get caught up right on the station right when I was hearing something about somebody talking about the crops that they may have been picking when they got injured or unalive. But what an interesting investigation I managed to get going on over here by myself. I thought it'd be a good idea to bring the EM pump today and give it a little different look, give something some energy to communicate with me. And it actually paid off so far. I'll give it a little while longer and then I'll probably head back. But I am I'm liking the communication we're getting so far. We got something coming through, so let me turn it back. Can you tell me what you were saying? Uh, that's a good song, but we don't want to hear it right now. I heard the name Henry again. Henry could have been a name of the man that or somebody that worked around that time. I find that interesting. Use this AM pump. Use it to your advantage and tell me something you didn't get the chance to tell anybody. It just said I'm gonna want something. And wow, there goes the P&B unit. What am I going to want? Why is that song still? Oh, hey, that makes sense what I just heard through the polterpod. Something talking about the filter. That could have been the spirit that got unalive by the combine. He was cleaning out the front of the combine that was actually running over the crops and picking them up, and he got pulled into the machine and unalived like that. So that could have been him talking about possibly trying to get that piece of crop out, or that unwanted piece of crop out of the front of the combine that was stopping it up, and it could have pulled him in and he got unalive. But I think we're making a pretty good second haunted farm investigation, and I just wanted to pop out here and drop another video because I'm unsure about the weekend, but if I have the time, I will be uploading more videos. I love being over here. I've still got so much land that I'm wanting to cover over here. And the spirits, especially when I bring the EM pump, they definitely seem to want to communicate. So, oh, looky there. They must still want to communicate, so I reckon I'll keep going. Back camera. There we go. Okay. Was it true that somebody was talking about the filter and they may have been cleaning it out? Can somebody can somebody confirm what I think I heard through this device? Can you confirm that for me? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think they just confirmed what I thought was they said. It said So they said something that I have not heard a lot before, but they said that's for sure. So I was communicating with the man who got unalive due to the combine, and he was trying to clean out the front of it while it was. I don't know if he was in the field or not with the combine, or if it was right here in the shop. He was working on it, but we were communicating with the spirit of that man. I find that very interesting. And that and after this little second part investigation so far today, I'm starting to realize that there is a lot more than just the spirit of that man over here. There seems to be a great amount of communication coming through within these devices. The PMB on the ground, along with the polterpod beside me, and the EM pump down there, giving the spirits around me energy. We got a good amount of communication going, and we're probably going to give it another 30 minutes to an hour or so, and then I'm going to call it a day and head back and see what else I can figure out about trying to edit some other videos that I've got and continue planning for the next investigation over here. But let's see what we can do right now before I head back. Uh, um, okay, so I know y'all probably didn't hear that, but I literally just got the words resurrect me through the polterpod device, which is very interesting. That's very new as well. And the PMB is still going insane beside me. It has not stopped yet. Well, it just stopped now, laughing out loud. But I couldn't make that out. Can you repeat yourself? Can you repeat yourself and tell me what you... Okay. Okay, I think I heard what it said. I'm glad you came. I'm happy to be here. May I know your name? Is this still Henry, or is this another spirit that's present with me? I think I just heard the name Jim. Yes, before it got hung up on the station, I believe I heard the name Jim through the polterpod device. So that's two names we've got so far. We've got the name Henry and we've got the name Jim so far through that device. The EM pump, it seems to be paying off big time today for this investigation and trying to get all of this figured out over here. But we do know there was more than just Henry and Jim working for whoever was working at the time with all these injuries. So we will continue communicating and see who we can communicate with or who we can get introduced to and hopefully hold some good communication and talk about something. Is there anybody that would like to continue communicating? What about Henry or Jim? I still got these devices laid out for y'all. Wow. Okay. Hold up. Gotta make a note of that. Let me turn this down real fast. Sorry about lost you, about dropped you. But as I was right before I turned it off, yeah, I literally heard the sentence, I don't want no trouble. So seems like we are communicating with an intelligent spirit or two over here at this location. I find that very interesting. And the communication has been pretty off the wall so far today. So I guess we're going to keep going. I think we should stay as long as they'll let us stay. I enjoy learning about this property. Okay, I invite you all. I invite you all to use the energy that I have brought over here for y'all to use in order to communicate with me. Use that energy to communicate through this device I have this phone pointed at. I, okay, okay, hold on. So I just heard something else that made me want to pause for a minute. I just heard the name Harvey through that device under the channels it was scanning. And the name Harvey stands out to me because we have a neighbor back in Fountain Hill whose name is Nick Harvey. And I wonder if there's any relation within the name of the spirit that I just got and Nick Harvey back there in Fountain Hill. So I'm not sure, but I will continue and see if I can find out more. But hope y'all enjoy this. Is there anything else I can know about the spirit who just told me their name? What do you feel comfortable sharing with me? Oh, goodness. We're kind of hit. Is there anything else you would like me to know today before I call this investigation over? Oh, wow. I heard that plain as day. Well, I just heard the word no. I asked if there was anything they'd like me to know today before I call this investigation over, and it said no. So I reckon that's it for me today, you all. But until our next journey, our next investigation, I'm going to call this down south out.